we should be live. Let me make sure I'm checking this. I'm trying to do a double check every time, just so we make sure we know what's going
Shit.
on. So we make sure we know what's going on. Get in. Yo, last year was did we was live on Halloween night, right? I think it was on a Thursday last year, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Happy early Halloween or Witch's Eve or what's today called? Today has a name, right?
Some shit. Yeah, yeah.
Rascals Eve or some shit like that, something like that.
Little
Mischief
rascals.
Mischief, that's what it is, right? Mischief Eve or
Oh shit.
mischief, something like that. But anyway, happy holiday to all those who celebrate.
Mhm.
We're gonna get these picks in. Picks contest. We get the picks contest picks in. I don't know why I'm all out of sorts, man. I'm all fumbling this up. Let me start this over. Welcome to the show, Fly Degenerates NFL Thursday live show. We're gonna do a quick recap of last week's picks. Last week, let's give it a hold on. That's why I wanted to start early. Let's give it up. Word Life with a big bounce back week. Congratulations, sir. Round of applause
Thank
for
you.
Word Life. That was a much needed bounce back week.
I need a few more of those before I can
That's it.
feel good about
You
it.
just got the ball rolling. You got started. You got started this week. All it takes is 1 week to turn it around. 3-0 week for Word Life. Broncos, Texans, and Packers all cover. Plus, all the money line parlay picks hit as well. Both you and Flex hit the money line parlay picks. Unfortunately, we could have had a 9 for 9, but
Oh,
I was arrogant and I added the Steelers to my money line parlay, doubled down on them, and they lost. So, but that was the only one of the winners that we didn't get right. All the
wow.
rest of those we got right for the money line, and Flex and I both had 1 and 2 weeks. The big winner is Word Life this week, and
See how the world turns?
the
Hey,
world does turn.
even a garbage can gets a steak. Yeah, I was told that.
That's what's up. I haven't heard that one
Even a
yet.
garbage can.
And
Haven't heard that
I'm
one
more
yet.
than I'm all fucking garbage can this
Don't
year.
say
So,
that. And what did the box was 0 for 3, 0 and 3. So we're
wow.
all coming back to the center. We'll do a full score and record recap before we make the picks, but let's just recap the week real quick. How we feeling, fellas? How are we feeling about the week? How are we feeling about the football? How are we feeling in general?
Uh, I'm not too great with the football. I lost my running back, my rookie running back, Scatterbull. But besides that, I feel good about my picks. I felt good last week. And they felt good. So getting ready for Halloween, dropping some music tomorrow too. So very
Let's
happy,
go.
excited.
Wait, say
Hope you
again
keep
about
us.
music. I didn't hear that
So
last
I'm
part.
dropping some music tonight, midnight. Actually, we dropped the video on IG today, but officially on YouTube and everything,
And where
Bandcamp
to
and
go?
everything.
Where do people go to find this?
Bandcamp, you can go to Bandcamp, Word Life, or my IG Word Life. You know what I mean? I'm always posting shit there, the links in there and everything. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Got a little nice little project with my dude from Philly, and you know, felt good. Felt good to see, the video in full and shit. Felt good about it. But I'm just good, just overall good, except for my Giants, of course. But besides that, I'm good, man. Doing good.
Oh, and also speaking of that, congratulations to the Jets. Flex gets off the offer slide. Finally got a
Right?
That's
win
what
in
we
the
needed,
record
man.
books. That's good.
Just get
That's what
that
you
talk.
need.
Just get the 0 and 17 talk out of the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, is that like? is that like a fluke week where the Jets and Cheeks get dubs? That's crazy.
Probably.
It's the it was the last weekend of games before Halloween. So
Right, right. It was a spooky Thursday last week. I don't know, whatever, but it happened. So
It was
man, I told you
spooky.
you stole two of my picks. So
right,
remember,
right. Somebody stole mine because I ended up picking the Packers. So
man, you would have picked the
Wait, what?
Packers.
I wasn't gonna like that was the Packers was a switch over last week. I forgot who I was gonna get though.
I gotta say, Flex, I was very, very surprised that you made your first pick. Best, you had the whole board available to you, and you decided to lay 7.5 with the Falcons. I mean, I know it was
I
against
know.
the Dolphins. I didn't say anything because I was like, I didn't hate it. I just thought you had the whole board. You had first pick, and that was where you went. That surprised me.
Yeah, I should have probably gone with the Texans pick. But you know what it is? Uh, it kind. I don't know. I don't know why I expected more from Kirk Cousins. Um, Also, it's one of those picks that I don't do, and I was trying to,
Wait,
trying to go out.
I didn't even know we were getting Kirk Cousins Thursday. I
Word,
didn't
me
find.
neither.
Wait, you know what? Then I think that might have factored in. Then I mean, he was terrible.
Oh my
He was
God.
awful.
Okay, and I'm glad you say that, but we were
The
talking
whole
about
team
this
is awful.
briefly
Yeah.
in the chat. Raheem Morris is, and I hate to say this because I wanted to see him do well as a coach. He's so terrible as a coach. The whole entire team was completely unprepared for a team that I feel like is pretty easy to prepare for. Like, they're very clear about what they want to do, and they have a very clear, narrow, limited path to success. Like, the Dolphins are not a team that you're going to, they got a million different options, especially without Tyreek Hill. It's like they don't really got a lot of places to go to try to win games. I just feel like Raheem Morris I think he's a great DC. I think he should go back to being a defensive coordinator for whatever reason. I just feel like as a head coach, he just don't got it. And the way that the whole Kirk Cousins thing was handled was emblematic of that. And the fact that he had to go back to Cousins, who completely wet himself, was just it just felt like symbolic of everything that is all wrong with the Falcons right now. I don't even know if I could. The Falcons might be on the ban list for me because you don't know. I don't know what to expect from that team.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, because it's funny because it's like they are who we thought they were, but like they kind of were trending towards kind of presenting as
Oh, we got a
as
bot in the
something a little
chat.
bit better.
That's what's up. A bot in the chat. My bad.
Oh,
Go ahead.
nice. They started, progressing towards something that we said they weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously we were down. Me and you specifically were more down on the team, based off the quarterback series and whatever. But they started showing a little something. The defense was playing well, and kind of all set up. Kind of all felt like, okay, this was the perfect setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't had those last second games that they were accustomed to in past years. It just felt like they were righting the ship, and then that's clearly not the case, man.
Yeah, didn't work out, but it's all right. We have a chance at a bounce back this week. So should we just go right into it? We ready to go?
Let's get in
Let's
it
do
like
it.
Bennett.
All right. Okay, so as it stands currently, picks contest. Every week we draft teams against the spread. First pick is a 3-point pick. Second pick is a 2-point pick. Last pick is 1 point. As it currently stands, Word Life with a big 6-point 3-0 week. gets himself to 12 points, 6-18 on the year, on the comeback, on the way back. Flex got off the schneid with the Jets and had them as his 1-point pick last week. That was his only against the spread pick. That leaves him with 19 points, 1-2 on the week, 10-14 on the year. And the only one I got right, ironically, was the one that I thought was dead on arrival when I thought I was getting Cooper Rush. If I knew I was getting Snoop Huntley, I would have felt better about it. Once I knew he was starting, I was like, all right, maybe I got a chance to lay this 6. They covered the 6, but the Steelers and Titans both did not cover. Leaves me with 2 points, 25 points on the year, 1-2 for the week, and a perfectly even 12-12 against the spread, 500.
Nice.
And the box also, after an 0-3 week for the box, also 12-12 against the spread.
How many points do they have?
27 points for the box. So that means Word Life with his first leadoff spot of the year, first pick. And we'll do the snake draft as we tend to do. So, Word Life, you have the full board at your disposal, even the Thursday game. Go for it.
All right. So, with my 3-point pick, I normally don't do this big number like this, but it's more just going against the Titans, how bad they've been. So, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, laying 9.5. It's a big number. I kind of wish it was a little smaller. I thought it was smaller early in the week, but 9.5 is a big, yeah. And I looked at it today, but I don't know. I just felt strongly about it. It's kind of like my strategy, just looking at the bad teams and kind of going against them more than trying to pick the winning team. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of my strategy with this one. You know. Titans are just that bad, and I think 9.5. It's a 10-point game. I could see it. I could see that. You know, I could see two touchdowns, 14. You know, even more than that. The Titans are just I don't know, man. They're out of it. No offense, no defense. So,
I think Cam Ward put it best when he said we asked.
Yeah, right there. That's it. So this should be a classic belt to ass. We're using the ass word here.
ETA.
Yeah, and give me the Chargers to run all over that Titans. Do whatever they want with that Titans defense.
Hey, yo.
All right. Got the Chargers minus 9.5.
Go Chargers.
Go Chargers, go. San Diego Superchargers. I'm going to take Houston. It's kind of torn between what I wanted to go with my first pick here, but I'm going to go with Houston here. Houston has not really done me well this year. I've tried to go on Houston a couple times and they didn't cover. But just feel like with this week, with this pick, Denver coming off of a big-time win, I still don't really believe in Bo Nix, and I think that Denver had a uniquely nice spot going up against a terrible, 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 terrible Cowboys defense, man. Sometimes you don't think it's something that's as terrible as it seems. That it looks like the Cowboys defense is actually that terrible. So I just feel like with Houston, I'm getting a better defense. I think that as good as the Broncos defense is, I think especially without Surtain, who's going to be injured, I think that's going to change up their defense a lot. They're not going to be able to double up on the number ones. They're going to have to figure out another way to sort of loosen up that secondary. Plus, you got one guy leaving on one side. They're without Surtain on the Broncos side. And then on the Texans side, you got Nico Collins likely coming back. So one comes in, the other one comes out. I think I got the better defense. I think I got the better quarterback. And maybe might have a just as good coach. I don't know. I've always been a Sean Payton skeptic. I think Sean Payton did a lot of good things last year with Bo Nix, but doesn't seem to be translating to this year. So at least from an offensive standpoint, they're having some success, but they're having a little bit of a sophomore slump for him. I feel like C.J. Stroud maybe had a little bit of a get-right week last week offensively. Maybe he can continue on that road with Nico Collins coming back and with their best defensive secondary player out on the other side. So I'm going to just take the Houston. It's not a big number. Houston is desperate. They still need these wins badly. So, yeah, give me Houston. I'll take them, and I'll lay the 1.5.
All right.
Nice.
I don't feel good about this pick, but I'm gonna go for it. It's a weird spread, I know, and it's interconference, but interdivision. But give me the Detroit Lions, giving 8.5 points. The Vikings. I don't like how the Vikings looked. Not only the quarterback position, because we saw. I kind of expected Carson Wentz to come back down to earth. Obviously, we came to learn that he was dealing with some issues, some shoulder issues before, eventually getting that last injury where, it kind of caused him to now go in for surgery and end the season. But if it is JJ McCarthy going against this defense, is like, I don't think this is the kind of defense that you should be, like, a young quarterback could thrive against. There's a lot going on. The pass rush is sick. Like they pick the ball off a lot. They hunt down turnovers. And the running game for the Vikings hasn't been very good. I thought it was going to be a lot better. I thought it was going to be a lot better with Jordan Mason and the tandem with Jones. But I think the Detroit Lions, man, the way they're playing right now, they started off slow, but they don't take their foot off the gas, man. So in terms of like the points, I don't really worry about that. If it's I think they're gonna keep the foot on the pedal. So I don't worry about the extra, let's say 1.5 points compared to a 1 touchdown. I can easily see them winning, by 14 or being up by 10 and keeping it going. So give me them as my Detroit Lions as my 3-point pick.
Nice.
I'm going to come back around and I'm going to do something that I also don't like. But this is, this is kind of, this is the way you have to go when you're trying to get back, on track. But I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons bouncing back, getting 5.5. Obviously we're seeing the love affair of Aaron Rodgers kind of sink back down to what we expected it to be, or at least a lot closer than what me and H were expecting the whole season to be. Like, and it looked like it was going in a better direction than what we thought. But
you said Aaron Rodgers? What does Aaron Rodgers have to do with this? You said you said Atlanta, no?
Yeah. And I'm confusing my picks. The Patriots.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
No, I'm taking Atlanta over the Patriots. I just have it the way I'm set up. Because I just gave away my
I thought you was praising.
Yeah.
I thought you had Aaron Rodgers wrong. I thought you meant Drake.
No.
Because what you were saying was like, oh, Drake May is overrated. I was like, okay. That's what I was taking out of it. My fault.
No, but the Drake May, he's playing well, but I think that the Falcons have like kind of they have if Jesse Bates is back there and Xavier Watts, they can. He throws the ball deep, man. He's not scared of throwing the ball deep. So I don't know, that kind of confidence might come back to shoot, for them to shoot themselves in the foot. And the Falcons are one of those teams that, like, when you're down, they come back up. When you're up, they come back down. So it's like, I'm just banking on them to come back, to like kind of bounce back and show, even in a close game, getting 5.5 points. I don't know. It's taking shots in the dark right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the Falcons, man. I'm sorry.
I know. It's tough. But that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it, because I can't do it.
And they're beat up too, right?
They should be.
They might get
If
healthier.
they're not, somebody should beat them up for the way they've been playing. Give me the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm gonna lay 2.5. Tell you the truth, I'm not gonna lie. This might be a hot take. I think I would lay 10.5. I think the Chiefs are gonna blow the Bills out.
It's 1.5 now, by the way.
I'll lay 1.5, 2.5. I'll lay 10.5. I think the Chiefs are gonna blow the Bills out. I went back to thinking about how I looked at the Bills last season. Going into the season, Bills were like barely even favored to win the division, and they had a surprise year. Nobody even really could put a finger on how they were playing so well. Josh Allen just had a magical year, and I just feel like he was just unstoppable. And I just feel like he was just carrying that team from the beginning of the season. And it doesn't look like that this year. I think that might have been a one magical year kind of a thing. And I think that the Bills are kind of really starting to fall back to the pack. And I just feel like these are two teams heading in opposite directions. The Bills can't stop the run. Just because they got a big win against Carolina, I'm not moved by that. They still got smacked by the Falcons, who, we just finished talking about, not exactly a juggernaut. They were getting smacked by the Ravens. The Ravens Derrick Henry fumbled the game away at the end of the first. That's the only cover that the Bills have all year.
Right.
And that was as fortunate of a cover as you could get. I just have been very, very underwhelmed with the Bills this year. I just feel like these are just two teams that I don't really think they're in the same class. I think the Chiefs are healthy. They have their full wide receiving core back. Patrick Mahomes is starting to cook. Offense is starting to gel. Obviously, you're going to be without Isaiah Pacheco, but I feel like Isaiah Pacheco has not exactly been dominant anyway. I think they'll be just fine with a combination of Kareem Hunt and Brashad Smith. I just don't think that these are two teams even remotely in the same class right now. I really don't. I mean, I understand that if you look at the history, they've played each other close a lot in recent years. And maybe they still play each other close. Maybe Josh Allen finds that magic again. But I'm just not seeing it. Josh Allen does not look the same as he did last year. The Buffalo Bills defense has looked not even close to how they looked last year. They look terrible. Chiefs defense is still good. I don't really worry too much about them being on the road. This is a place where they've played a lot of big games. They should be very familiar there. To be honest with you, I actually might prefer for this particular matchup them to be on the road as opposed to being home. Chiefs have no kind of look-ahead spot. They're heading into a bye week next week. They still need to win this game because if you look at it right now, they're in third in the division. So I think that they're going to be looking to put a smack in on the Bills, head into the bye week with good feelings, and get into the second half of the season ready to try to take that division over. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs, and I'm going to lay 2.5 2. I mean, we have it at 2.5, so I'm laying 2.5 just for clarity's sake. But, yeah, give me the Chiefs.
Okay.
Minus 2.5.
Copy. Yeah, good pick, man. Good pick. With my 2-point pick, I'm going to go with a team that I went against last week, and I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers getting 3 at home.
Wow.
I know the Colts are hot right now, but I just think this is a good time to get on Tomlin after that loss. After that loss last week against the Packers. I feel like the Colts are a very similar team in the way that they run their offense. They want to run the ball, and which is why what scares me about this pick. But I think it's closer than 3. I got this game, at 2, 1.5 or 2. Man, it's Pittsburgh at home. They had a big letdown, so it's really just that. It's I feel like it's a closer game than a 3-point game, and I think Yeah, and I just think that I think the Steelers got something to show here. I think they're still fighting. The Ravens is probably lighting a little fuel on them. You know, all the Ravens coming back strong. They need this win. I feel like the Colts, they're in a good spot in their division. So give me Pittsburgh getting 3 at home against the Colts. I've done this a few. I've gone against these guys a few times. But again, I'm going back to my little theory of I'm not betting. I'm betting the bad teams against the bad teams rather than betting the good teams. If you know, so with that said, I'm going Jacksonville, giving 2.5 at Las Vegas. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I know the Raiders. You know, just coming off a bye. They're both coming off a bye. Um, I don't know, man. I just haven't seen enough from Gino this year. He looks horrendous. He looks bad. Uh, Trevor Lawrence had his, you know, his moments. I feel like they spend all their energy on that Chiefs game. Um, but I think this is a good spot for them here, going to Vegas after a bye against it's a battle of two bad teams, but I think the Jags are defense secondary wise they're pretty good. You know, they're tough. They're a tough bunch. They're fighting for their coach for this new regime, and yeah, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars, giving 2.5.
I didn't think you were gonna take the Steelers. I had that
I had the
in my
Chiefs, so that makes
pocket.
it feel better.
Have that in my pocket as my third pick. That was why I went with the Chiefs because I thought you were gonna go with the Chiefs.
I was.
So you tripped me up there, buddy.
We switched picks.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Dallas Monday night. I'm gonna give 2.5. Three favorites, unusual, but yeah, I'm gonna take Dallas. As terrible as that Dallas defense was on the road in Denver last week, I think that the Dallas offense and defense both get a little bit of a boost at home. Obviously, coming off of a loss, a little bit of a bounce back. I don't expect the defense to perform particularly better. I just don't. I just think that the Cardinals are a dead team. Unfortunately, I hate to say it. That's my man Johnny G, but I don't see where they're. I've heard all the Kyler Murray plays great in Dallas. I don't give a shit about that. I think Kyler Murray's gonna. He may be playing in Dallas next year as a backup, full time, because I think that his time with Arizona is toast. I just feel like that's a dead team, and I don't know that they're not. I don't know which of these teams overall is better, whether it's Dallas or Arizona. But I at least know with Dallas, I have a very, very legitimate, strong offensive game, and at minimum, Arizona's going to have to keep up, and I just don't think they can. I don't think Kyler Murray's going to be able to keep up with the Dallas offense. Even if Dallas's defense plays equally terrible as they have in a lot of spots this year, I'm just going to hope that would, show some pride, at least get enough stops to get a win. And I don't think that should be hard because I don't think that Arizona's defense is particularly elite. I think they're pretty well coached. I just don't think that they're super talented, and I just think that Dallas's offense is just even against a strong defense like Denver on the road, they still put up 24 points. I forget how many points they put up last year, but it's not like they lost because of their offense. And I just think that their offense is going to be able to. I don't think that the Arizona is going to be able to keep up with the offense of the Cowboys at home in a primetime spot. So give me Dak, give me Dak, give me CD, give me GP, give me Javonte Williams and the crew, and maybe it's a shootout, but I'll lay the 2.5 with Dallas.
Nice.
And no faith in the Kyler Murray, Michael Carter, Greg Dortch 5-8 trio.
I didn't even get it. Well, Michael Carter lost his job. I didn't even get into the fact that Cardinals don't have a run game. They turned into Bam Knight again. I mean, we'll see if he can kind of have have a
Son of
breakout. He had a couple of breakout games when he was with the Jets. We haven't seen a breakout game for him with the Cardinals. Maybe this is it, but I don't see it. I just feel like I don't see where they have the advantage. But I hear what you're saying about. No, you're right. I don't believe in the Michael Carter or Greg.
You don't think they could put
Dulcich
up
or
points with
whoever else
the
you
top
threw in there.
offense?
No, definitely not. I believe if we were talking about like a Call of Duty tournament, he's toast. Dak has no shot. But
Right.
playing actual football on a football field, nah. And also, did you hear the thing about Patrick Peterson talking about Kyler Murray, that he said that he's not a good leader or whatever?
No, I didn't see
No,
that.
but I could definitely imagine that.
It kind of tracks.
Well,
Like,
I could imagine it. I just can't imagine it from a guy who that's
He's
supposed to
retired.
be his man's.
Right.
Well, they were teammates for a long time. I didn't think he was
Right.
gonna, crush him.
Because
Like that.
what was it? I mean, how long? Kyler Murray's been in the league for what? This is his 6th year.
I think
now.
so. 5th or 6th, something like that.
Yeah, and Patrick Peterson. I mean, well, they were teammates for what? 3 years, I guess. I mean, not that that's a small amount of time, but you get away from it, and then you see what the other, when you go somewhere else and you see what, like, Sam Darnold or let's say Kirk Cousins or whatever, because he went to the Vikings afterwards. So who knows if, like, getting the view of another quarterback leader by comparison kind of skews that a little bit, but
this was the current. This is it right here, just to give you the quotes that I was talking about. Former Arizona Cardinals quarterback Patrick Peterson hasn't been shy about criticism towards current quarterback Kyler Murray. Where's the quote here? Here we go. Quote, "To me, it starts with body language. As a quarterback, a lot of guys on the team look to see how you carry yourself. If he's continuing to not have good energy and not cheering his teammates up, the team is going to continue to look the way that it's looking. I'm sorry to say that. I know fans hate to hear me talk about Kyler Murray, but these are the things we need to see the team turn around, and it starts with him."
Wow.
yeah, I mean, that's the body language thing is so on point, just because he was. I mean, I haven't watched him that closely recently. Obviously he's been injured or whatever, but he's always doing that sulky, like this, the head nod, like that, like the sassy head nod shit. And that it's like
zesty.
one of the, because it's like he's doing the thing. It's almost like we already see that you're being passive aggressive, but he can't hold it in. So that's the bare, like, he feels like that's the bare minimum, like that's fine. So I don't know, I see it, and he conducts it. He like walks around like, he has a, it's with the short jokes or whatever. Like, but the way he thinks he's bigger than he actually is, not physically. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
so not surprising there. So
Surprising.
for my 1-point pick, the only pick I have left that wouldn't be unguarding any of you. So another team that I'm gonna have to go with, that I don't like. But since they gave my Bengals, my Jets a win last week, I'm going against them again and picking the Chicago Bears, giving 2.5 points. I just think this is like when the wheels start falling off of Joe Flacco. And
Joe Flacco's not even gonna play.
Oh, he isn't.
He might not.
So, they're going back to Jake Browning.
No, they
said better.
said he said he has a strained throwing shoulder.
Yeah.
They
Which
said they're
is
gonna
better.
he's trying to like rehab and test it out to see if he can go this week, but it's starting to look like Browning.
Okay, so either way, bum arm Joe Flacco or Jake Browning, I like my chances. They both throw the ball up. The Bears defenses, especially recently, has really been capable of flipping the game, giving the ball back to Caleb Williams. What he does with the ball when they get it back for him, that's another thing to have to count on is kind of depressing in itself. But considering this defense, the Bengals defense, I'm hoping that they could put up some points, and if they have that quarterback situation, I don't see them putting up any points at all. So, give me the Chicago Bears, 2.5 points. It's a
All
1 point
right,
pick, man.
Chicago Bears.
Nice.
Bears is a road favorite. All right, money line parlay. Let's get it going.
You know what? I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna go with one of your guys' picks and pick the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, nice.
All right, you're going Pittsburgh Steelers. I will go with. Should I keep it simple this week or should I get spicy? I tried to get spicy last week and I was right there, man. I was right there for my plus 1,300. If I would have just won first half, it would have been good. I'm not gonna double down on the Chiefs. I will go with. Give me the Giants.
Ooh.
That's pretty spicy. It's a spicy meatball.
Mm-hmm.
Not numbers wise, but you know, in general.
Shoot. Pick the Steelers. I'm gonna get a dog here. I'm gonna go. Fuck. You guys heard anything of Jaden Daniels? No? Is he playing?
He's supposed to go. He practiced in full today.
I like Sam coming off a bye week, but I'm gonna go Washington. Give me Washington.
Why?
I don't know. That kid makes some throws, man.
I know he does. He's looking, but you know, just it.
Yeah, and that defense is pretty good. But I go again. So give me. Oh shit! Let me see. I don't think they're gonna win.
What do you say, Tennessee?
No. No, quick. give me Buffalo. Fuck it, 2 dogs.
Ugh. Damn, you got that right.
All right, Washington, Buffalo. I will take. All right, we got the Giants. Oh man, I would like to take Cincinnati, but I can't. I already lost enough money with Browning this year. You went Buffalo. You went Washington. I'll go Colts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That hurts.
It was like I wanted to take one of the big favorites, but I'm like I already took a dog. I might as well. I'm already pot committed.
Right.
I'm already committed to the insanity. Like if I'm gonna go big dogs, I gotta go all big dogs and just try to hit a low number. But once I'm committed to the dart, now we gotta go all the way with the insanity.
I like it.
All right. So take the Dallas Cowboys. For all the reasons we highlighted.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop doubling down too, because I was upset when the Steelers blew my money line parlay.
And we have to on-guard Cheeks right here and go with the LVRs. Las Vegas Raiders money line.
So you're going Vegas, Pittsburgh, and Dallas. Wow. How about that?
It's the 1980s.
Vegas, Pittsburgh, Dallas. That leaves you at... Where are we at? Vegas, Pittsburgh, Dallas. Where's Pittsburgh? There they are. All right. 1441. Plus 1441. I got Washington. Wait, no, I don't got Washington. You got Washington.
No,
I got the Giants. I got the Colts.
One more.
And to add to that, we'll go with. I got the Giants. I got the Colts. And to add to that, any dogs? Any dogs are you interested in? I don't want to double down on Houston. Damn. I'll take the Bears. That's a small number. I'll take the Bears. No, wait. I'm gonna just take Denver. I'm gonna take Denver. Fuck it.
Oh, such a rule on them. It's funny. I was thinking between those two. If you took Houston, I was going Denver. If you took Denver, I'm going Houston. I'm going Houston.
That's good. At least one of us will hit.
I just wanted the
Alright.
small number. I just wanted the small number, regardless of points or not.
Yeah, same thing with me. I just didn't want to go since I took Houston already against the spread. I don't want to double like I did last week.
Yeah.
So you have Washington, Houston, and who was the other one?
Buffalo,
Buffalo.
Washington, Houston, Buffalo. That takes you to. Add it all up, 1361. And then my Giants, my Indy, and my Denver. Giants, Indy, Denver. That takes me to 1133.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we're all in the 4 digits. Now I got the short number now. Last but not least, let's see what we got in the trick or treat basket over here.
What time is it? Time flies when you're having fun.
First pick for the box. All right, I like it. Houston Texans.
Ooh, Houston.
Second pick for the BOX. Who's on bye this week? Philly, Tampa, Jets, and Browns. Okay. Philly, bye week.
Philly.
Rams laying 14.
Jeez.
Huge number. I thought about taking that though. I'm not gonna lie. Thought about taking it.
There's so many big numbers. Like I thought,
Yeah.
even so many. I was like,
Bears.
the Bears.
Right there with you. Bears. All right. So we got Bears, we got Rams, we got Texans. That is what the box is saying.
What does the
Houston,
box say?
Chicago, and the LAR. The LAR.
That's a car, Paul.
All right. In closing, we got anything cooking? Are we feeling anything about tonight's game? Where are we at with the score?
7-3 right now.
7.
Miami's drive is running down.
7-3 who?
Yeah. Ravens. Miami
Who
got
scored the
ball.
touchdown?
I didn't
Mark
see.
Andrews.
Oh, Andrews.
Mark Andrews? Oh my
Nice.
God, are you serious?
I got him.
Fucking Mark Andrews.
I got him for any time, and then I think I got
Is this
Lamar.
combined or singles?
No, it's all combined. It's just a parlay. And I got Lamar. I think it was 220 and 2 or 210 over yards. So we'll see.
Gotcha. Did you talk to who? Did Chauncey Billups told you to make those picks, or who told you to take those? Was it Chauncey
Nah.
Billups or Damon Jones giving you gambling advice?
Right. Nah, I was just sitting there and I was like, I got $5 extra. Let me try to throw. Actually, it was 10. I threw. Nothing crazy. It's like a 260 if I get them all. Well, whatever. Something.
Love
Yeah,
it.
that-
Lovely.
That fucking, you know what's
That
crazy?
hit. That I ain't gonna front. Flex hit motivated me. I was like, I gotta put something up, man.
Yo, I'm not gonna
That's a
lie.
nice
I
hit.
didn't. I put that in on Friday, and I had
What
no
hit?
idea the parlay the anytime touchdown parlay that I had Mason
Jackson.
Taylor, Jackson Dart, Mason Taylor, and
Or
I
2 weeks
forgot
ago.
No.
No,
This was
that's
this
it.
past week.
That was this week.
Yeah. And so I put that in on Friday, so I had no idea whatever, and so I go in, I'm like, I thought I lost everything, so I was like, all right, let me go see what I can put in for the 4 o'clock, like the 4 o'clock game. No, not even 4 o'clock game, for the night game, because this was at like 5 o'clock that I checked,
Right.
and I go like this, and I see, I'm like, what the fuck? My balance is like 13 or 12, 11 something, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I check, and I'm like, oh
Those
shit,
are the best. The ones you forget
yeah,
about.
but
That's
what's
air.
crazy, but what's crazy,
That was a
I've had
good
so
hit.
many close calls that I've been watching that have not hit. And had I been watching that and like seeing that it was Brees Hall throwing the touchdown to Mason Taylor that made me win that shit, that would have it just not good vibes.
Crazy
It's better
week.
to set it and forget it.
Set it
Like
and forget it.
There you have it.
Ronco.
There you have it, folks.
There
Set
you
it and
have it.
better than forget it, I should say.
Oh wow! Look
I
at
like
that.
Yeah.
like
Look
that.
at
Better than
that.
forget it.
It was right there
Better
too.
than forget
Damn.
it.
Right there.
So that's what happens when your name is Word Life. That's what happens when when words are
That's
your
what
life.
happens when I hang out with the Punchline King, Flex. I'm over here. That's such a flex thing to say right there.
Yeah, no, man, that's why I'm mad.
I got
Yeah,
you,
but
bro.
I mean, words are still your life. So how was Philadelphia? Any stories? Anything crazy?
How was
I mean, I know we got
Philadelphia,
music coming
Murdervania?
out. Is there
Yeah.
you got anything else to promote?
Well, not really promote. I'll tell you this. I think I said it. I think I told you the first thing his son said when I got in the car was like, "Yo, you gas about that little win y'all got?"
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. That's right.
I was like, "Don't worry, y'all gonna whip us in 2 weeks. Don't worry about it." And sure enough, but let me give you a little talk about the Giants, man. That shit was a crushing loss to see Scatterboo go like that.
That shit hurt, man.
That shit sucks,
I
man.
like him, man.
Everybody likes him, and it's funny because
I don't.
I I just thought I just
He's just so
thought
stupid. Like nothing that he does is malicious. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
He
he's
caught
just
the
kind of
Zeke
like,
injury. Zeke had that injury.
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, you know
That
what
was
he
that
reminds
was
me
when I
of?
had to drive Zeke to the hospital.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
remember
It's
the
crazy
down
because
at Pearson, right?
Nah,
yeah. No, it was in
nah, that
somewhere
was
in
in
closer
the
to
Bronx.
city.
That was at Vancouver.
Right.
Oh, it was. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, so he reminds me. I don't know how closely you guys watch the games, but he's like constantly going like this. Like when
Yeah,
he's not playing football, when he's like in the huddle,
he's like that linebacker from
and he's
fucking
like a
the
little,
program.
he already got a tweak. So I'm like watching this kid, and I'm and I'm like, this kid's not gonna last in the league doing running like this. So I had already put that in my head. You know what I mean? So I'm almost like I wasn't crushed, but it just sucked that his shit was dislocated, it was leaning to the left and all of that. But my mind was already like, this kid ain't gonna make it the whole league, the whole season like this, man. He's running
The,
into everybody. He's going big nose tackles head first. Like he's not going. This is the NFL, playboy. Like you
Yeah,
know what I
nah,
mean.
you
So
can't do that, man.
yeah, so I
and
kind of like,
the,
and if you recall, my full flex, I just want to get this out. If you recall, that's one of the reasons I was so mad that they had put Tracy Jr. Fucking Tyrone Tracy at kick return, because I'm like, yo, this is a perfect opportunity to go 50-50 with these backs and preserve a
yeah,
little kid that obviously doesn't
yeah,
know
but you
better. He's
know,
just going, you know what I mean?
Dable doesn't know better.
They don't, but
That's the
that's their
thing, man.
personnel. So whoever's in charge of like who goes where is the worst in the league. He
What do you mean?
sucks.
They gotta be Dable. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it's
It has to
personnel
be Dable.
deployment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has to be Dable. But anyway,
It's
go
all
ahead,
right.
Flex
You
my
get
fault.
to we get to see Motor now. Motor is
yeah.
back.
Oh yeah. God.
Tracy and Motor, right?
Mhm.
I still like
Uh,
Tracy. Man. So,
But what's crazy? Two crazy things about that. He got hurt not in a way that you like you said, because I had said the same thing. I had been saying the same thing to like my brother and all that shit. Like that he's not gonna last. So he's
yeah,
fun now and all that shit. But like 4 years in, playing like that's gonna be the hit to his detriment.
Right.
So it's crazy that he didn't get hurt doing something like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That was just a freak injury that could happen to anybody.
Right.
Number two, because I saw it when it happened, because it was on like a different delay, so like something popped up on my phone, and so then when it came on the TV, this shit happened to him, and then he put up his hand for somebody to help him stand up. And like he went to grab, and I don't know if it was him who came to his senses, or the dude was like, yo, chill, you can't be getting up.
Yeah,
Or
it
just
looked like that. It looked like
menta-
they were like, "Yo, look at your foot."
Yeah, it's like, yo, dog, like what do you? Yeah, I know, like I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with, the commitment to the game. But yo, what are you doing, bro? Like
Poor
Nah,
this
kid,
is
man.
he
crazy.
should have got up. He should have got up like a man.
He
Listen,
should have finished it. He should have finished the game without his foot. You know how
Have you
all
seen
kidding.
those?
Lot got his finger
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
off. He's
yeah.
Like, take the foot off.
Now, have
listen,
you
all
seen those
kidding
videos?
aside, Zeke didn't get taken out on no stretcher. Made his ass from the court all the way to the car. I was
crazy.
underneath one shoulder. We hopped our asses over there, but it wasn't no cart. Ain't no cart come out for him.
That's crazy.
His
Yeah,
foot
but I
was
mean, I'm
just
saying-
as twisted as this nigga's cat.
You know damn well if
Really?
he could have had a car.
Hell yeah! You didn't see that shit?
I wasn't
was,
there, no,
um,
but you told me about it.
I
Zeke
thought he
told
had
me
a
about it
picture
too.
of it. His shit was crazy. His shit was like that, facing the wrong way.
Crazy. I'll tell
I
you
remember
this
when
though.
I seen it, I was like, oh, because I just thought like we got tangled up and like he tripped or something. Then I looked, I was like, oh wow, hospital
That's
time.
crazy. Yeah, hospital time. I'll tell you this though. Scat reminds me of like that kid that he like you played like when I coached like there was like kids that were like linemen because we needed linemen, but you know that they're like hard like little giant rocks, and like
Yeah.
you give him the ball for the first time and he's like,
Like a
I have to
wide-
prove like I have to show Coach Cheeks that I am that dude like. And they'll get the ball and they'll fucking run into everybody. Now, that when you do that, when you get that from a kid, that shit is infectious, and you see it in the thing. But I've seen it in the lower level. Like I've literally seen that, and like I told a kid one time he did that. I said, you're never playing line again. Like maybe D line, maybe, but you deserve to run the ball for the rest of your life. I told him just like that, and he was like my power back, bro. Whenever Biggs came out or Biggs was at quarterback, I'll put him in, and he ended up being a good running back. I don't know what he did. I think he ended up going in the streets, but he was he played a little bit, man. I think he played high school and all that with Biggs and all that. So yeah, man.
It's like it's almost like he's a dumb version of Isaiah Pacheco, where like he doesn't know how to control him. Like he's got the same energy, but he doesn't have the same foot. He doesn't have the foot like a little.
But
he has less finesse than him. Still.
Yeah, it doesn't seem malicious though because I feel like Pacheco.
No.
I feel like Pacheco's like mean about it. Like this kid's more innocent about it. He's just like an innocent kid, like just having fun and we run into you head first.
Yeah.
yeah. But hopefully he gets good, well, and we'll have him next year. But right now it's all about Dart. Let's see what Dart does, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're gonna get a receiver before the deadline, but we'll see.
No,
you can't
not now.
you can't
It's
be
dead.
I don't want to trade
That's
anything.
dead.
I don't want to trade anything.
If any, the Giants should be sellers. If anything,
Yeah, it's crazy because it just
Yeah.
it feels so.
they were
different
talking about
that-
if they were going to trade one
Thibodeau.
of those D linemen.
Yeah, Thibodeau seems
Thibodeau.
like he might be on his way. He might be on his way out. But it's so crazy how different it feels. Like the Giants and Jets, and like the difference is one win. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's crazy. Like everything you like that.
Well,
everything-
yes, but it's not just that. I think
course.
if the Jets had one win with a rookie quarterback, it would be different. It's the fact that
Well-
the Jets have no future. I mean, the
Yeah,
Jets
yeah.
have. There's no clear future that you're watching this season on the team. Like I
Right.
feel like the Giants, you got to you. I feel like if this was if this same Giant season was happening with Russell Wilson, it wouldn't be the same. The fact
No,
that
I
you're
get
getting to
it. That
see what could be your future
1,000%.
franchise quarterback, that's why it feels different. I don't think it has
yeah,
anything to do with the wins.
yeah. I don't even. I'm not even like I get like I guess the way I said it, it kind of comes off like in that sense. But I'm more so like because that that all that matters for the Giants is Jackson Dart right now. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing
Yeah.
else. Like if
So we're
the
tapping
way
into
he's
him.
playing, the way
That
he's
D line
playing,
too.
it's like you
Carter.
can easily just say, oh, okay, we have 2 wins, but all we have to do is this, and this, and we could easily have been at 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about in that. I'm just talking about the general like just the feeling of like how it feels like
Right.
not too long ago they were saying, yeah, should the Giants maybe trade and kind of go for it, like had they like that they were saying that like if they won last week, kind of like, oh, now the division is in play and stuff like that, and the difference is only 1 game now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now, right.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But all for
Yeah,
the same
but I mean,
reasons.
but I mean, now it's very different because that's the thing about the NFL. One win and 1 week makes all the difference. Like that, I thought that was silly last week, but it was justifiable because the Giants were they could in a position where they could dream, and the
Yeah,
Jets
yeah, yeah,
still
no,
hadn't won a game and didn't look like a win was coming.
yeah,
Right.
no, yeah, but that's my point. It just like and honestly it we were attributing that to like the newer generation, but it kind of feels like that's almost like what happens in the NFL with the Andrews 2 touchdowns, that the overreaction to every result on a week to week basis. Granted, I know you have to stick around for the whole week to get the stench off of your off and on. um so there's a lot of time to kind of talk everything, but it just, you know what I'm saying? It's funny that we were talking about the overreaction of like the newer generation, and then things can sway so like from one side to the other on 1 week's result.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
That's the
Oh, yeah.
NFL is crazy like that. I mean, but it is justifiable as crazy as it is. I mean, the only thing that I feel like is like the most fucked up thing is that like I feel like it's justifiable with the NFL, but the NFL conversation culture has bled into other sports. So, like for instance, I've already heard all kinds of ridiculous, absurd takes on the Knicks' start to the season, and that's not the same. The NBA is not the NFL. Like
Yeah.
Right.
in a week or two, you could kind of vacillate from feeling one way about a team to feeling a different way about a team in the NFL because the season is so condensed, because there's so few games and each game matters as much as it does. But 1 week in the NBA means
I
nothing.
mean, shit.
Like
Means
the way
nothing.
people are, they were. I saw these I saw these dudes want to trade Jalen Brunson for Giannis. I was like, what are we doing, man?
It's so
What are we doing?
stupid too, because it's like this is the main reason that, because this is the other thing. It's like people criticize Thibodeau, right? Until he got fired, then they criticize the Knicks for moving on from Thibodeau. But it's like they criticize Thibodeau for taking every game as if it were game 7 in a playoff series.
Yeah,
That's why you get all of these players in now, so that when you get to that playoff series, you don't look like how you did when the Pacers have all those players coming off the bench, and you got the same starting 5, 6 playing 42 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then you're
Right.
complaining about how they're worn down. So it's like, yeah, how do you think you get there?
Right.
You know
And
what I'm
not
saying? So
knowing
it's like,
not knowing your bench too. I feel like that was like the most damning thing about Tibbs. Like when he put the bench and he was like almost shocked that they were good, and then he was like
yeah.
forced to play him the next game. And it's
Yeah.
like, bro, how you not know your like your own team type
Yeah, I
shit?
mean,
But
I know it's a year difference, but Tyler Kolek is uh is a usable player in spurts. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the you had more than enough. You got you pretty much got bullied into playing Ariel Huckporty because of the injuries that you had because you with what's this Sims when he got hurt the first time, and then you had to play Huckporty, and then you saw that he can actually play. Like, dog, you're the reason that you're there is so that you can't develop during the short off season. Like, you can't develop during the preseason. That's like 4 games or whatever it is. Like, you have to develop during the season, and that's the only way. But if you take every single game
And
as serious as sports talk does, you're not doing yourself any favors.
yeah, and not only that, you're 100% right. You develop during the season. You can't develop during the off season. The Knicks, that last year's Knicks had no off season. They made the cat trade during the preseason.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that
Another-
trade was
yep.
happening so late. They especially didn't have the time. So
Right.
that was even more reason why during the regular season they should have been figuring things out early in the regular season because they didn't even have an off season together. That whole team came together at the 11th hour, right before the season started. They didn't have an off season together. Fucking
Right.
Carl Anthony Towns was chilling in Minnesota
Right.
in
Off
like
season.
early September. So
Right.
Yeah, and especially if you're glue, especially like considering the parts that you traded.
that was the
Like-
reason why I was willing to give Thibodeau a little bit of a leash, even though I was a real disappointed with a lot of the things he did last year, just because he didn't have that off season, just because it seemed like that team was kind of, thrust upon him right before the season started. And I mean, I don't think it's an excuse, but you could say his excuse to kind of keep in a tight rotation was because he had this very tight amount of guys that he trusted because he didn't have a ton of time. They don't do a ton of
Right.
practice time during the season. So, I mean, he could have excused it away that way, but it was a huge failing. I mean,
But
especially if you kind of like, I mean, I don't know what he knew ahead of time, but, I just feel like, yeah, I mean, I just feel like you're right. He should have, he needed to kind of figure out what he had on the roster, whether he had to do it during the season or not. There was just no excuse to go into the playoffs like that.
Yeah.
But
bad,
just think
bad,
about think about the retort that there was to the Tibbs plays his guys too many minutes. It was, we don't go hard in practice. And if you're not going to put these kids in and all these other players, your bench players, in during the games, and you're not running hard practices, how on earth are those guys going to get integrated at some point?
Nah, niggas got integrated with the back of the bench. My man Landry Shamet, when Tibbs called him to come off the bench, he was
Nigga wiped
Me?
the crust off his eyes.
like, who, me? I'm going in the game?
He did the beaming.
Yeah,
This
he
is
was-
I'm chilling right here.
Yeah, but
There's got to be somebody else he can go to. Yo.
anyhow, there you have it. Those are the picks. We'll see you again next week. Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. All those other things. And to
Yes, sir.
the bot
Peace.
posting all those weird whatevers in the chat. Shout out to the bot.
What is
NFL game streaming.